I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Leah Benson stood on her apartment balcony, the city lights stretching beneath her like a restless ocean of gold and blue. The cold night breeze stung her cheeks, but she barely felt it. Her palms were trembling, her throat tight, her eyes burning from holding back tears she was so tired of swallowing. She whispered the same word she'd said a million times in her life. "I'm sorry."
I'm sorry.
But this time, it didn't feel like an apology. It felt like a breaking point. The city hummed below her, car engines, distant chatter, neon signs blinking like tired eyes. The metal railing of the balcony was cold against her hands, and the air carried that soft winter bite that makes every breath sound louder than it should. Inside her apartment, the warm lamp glow spilled onto the balcony floor, creating a sharp line between comfort and chaos. Tonight, she stood somewhere between the two. Leah Benson, 24, worked in customer service, the job where smiles are scripted and apologies come standard. She'd always been the quiet fix-it person, the one who smoothed over arguments, filled awkward silences, and held her breath so others could breathe easier. She was the girl who said sorry when someone bumped into her. Sorry when she needed help. Sorry for asking. Sorry for existing too loudly. But deep inside, beneath all the soft smiles and swallowed words, she longed for something simple. To stop apologizing for things she didn't break. To stop shrinking. To finally choose herself. That morning at work, everything snapped. Her coworker, Darren, leaned over her desk with a dramatic sigh that drew the whole room's attention. "Leah, you forgot to send the client report. Again." They're furious. Heads turned. Whispers fluttered. Heat rushed up Leah's neck. But she had sent it. The timestamp sat right in her inbox, proof, glowing like a tiny lifeline she was suddenly too terrified to hold up. And still, the first words out of her mouth were, "I'm so." She stopped. But Darren smirked, like he expected it, like her apology was his right. Inside, something twisted hard. Invisible. Used. Blamed for things she didn't do, again. The frayed rope inside her tugged, strained, pulled tight. She went to the break room and sank into a chair, her chest tight, vision blurring at the edges. Her hands shook as she scrolled through her sent messages, confirming she wasn't losing her mind. The report was right there. So why did she still feel at fault? Why did she still feel small? Her mind spiraled through every moment she'd apologized unnecessarily. Her boss taking credit for her work. Friends assuming she'd changed plans for them. Family brushing off her needs because Leah will understand. Her heart thudded painfully, like it was trying to knock something loose. Why can't I just say no? Why can't I defend myself? Why do I keep letting people do this? Her chest tightened further. Tears slipped down her cheeks. She felt like she was unraveling, thread by thread, like a rope stretched too thin. When her shift ended, she didn't even say goodbye. She walked out into the cold night, hugging herself as the wind pushed against her. Instead of going inside her apartment, she walked straight to the balcony, her unofficial hiding place. She leaned against the railing and let her forehead rest on her hands. Her breath trembled. Her thoughts scattered. Everything felt heavy and wrong. For the first time in her life, she didn't have another apology left in her. A soft voice drifted from the balcony next door. "Leah? Honey, are you all right?" Ms. Reyes, her 70-year-old neighbor with silver hair pulled into a loose bun and eyes that always looked like they knew more than they said. She spoke gently, every word wrapped in warmth. Leah wiped her eyes, embarrassed. "I'm fine. I messed up at work, Anne." Ms. Reyes shook her head slowly, stepping closer. "Your voice tells me you didn't mess up. Only that you've decided you must have." Something in Leah cracked at that, the kindness of it, the accuracy. Ms. Reyes held something in her hand, a frayed, half-broken piece of rope. The ends were split and uneven, threads dangling like tired nerves. "I've been meaning to throw this out," she said softly. But tonight, it seemed like something you needed to see. Leah frowned. It's just a rope. Is it? Ms. Reyes turned it over in her palm. This rope carried weight for years. It held everything together,
Brain.
until the day it couldn't anymore. Leah stared at the broken threads, and an uncomfortable truth rose in her chest. Ms. Reyes continued, her voice soft as the breeze. A rope that breaks did not betray you, it simply reached its limit. Leah swallowed, her throat thick. Ms. Reyes touched her arm gently. Boundaries, my dear, are not walls. They are doors. And you get to decide when they open, and when they stay closed. Leah blinked hard, tears gathering again, but this time, they felt warm instead of cold. Stop apologizing for holding yourself together, Ms. Reyes whispered. It's okay to let people carry their own weight. Something inside Leah loosened. Something else, strengthened. The next day, Leah returned to work with a quiet steadiness she didn't fully understand yet, but she could feel it. When Darren approached her desk again, waving another problem in his hand, she breathed in deeply. I didn't cause that, she said calmly. And I won't apologize for it. Darren froze, surprised. She didn't justify. She didn't shrink. She simply stated a truth, and let it stand. Then the small proof moments followed. When a customer yelled at her on the phone, she didn't crumble. She paused, and set a limit. I'm here to help you, but not if you speak to me that way. When a coworker asked her to cover their shift, again, she said, no, I can't do that today. Simple. Clean. No apology trailing behind it. And when her manager asked about the report incident, Leah showed the timestamp quietly, without shaking, without whispering sorry. She wasn't perfect. Her voice quivered sometimes. But she stood. She held her ground. She chose herself, piece by piece. That night, Leah returned to her balcony. But this time, the cold breeze didn't sting quite so sharply. The city lights flickered across her face, painting her features in soft gold. She stood tall, breathing slowly, freely, her shoulders no longer curled inward. A small smile tugged at her lips. Not because life was suddenly easy, but because she finally stopped apologizing for living it. The rope inside her hadn't broken. It had simply been rewoven. You don't owe the world an apology for choosing yourself. If this story touched your heart, share it with someone who gives too much of themselves. And if you believe in stories that heal and inspire, follow us for more.